Have you ever wondered about the secret lives of the rich and famous? In recent years, the music industry has been shaken by a series of allegations involving some of the most powerful names, including P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and their close associates. Today, we are diving deep into these allegations, the victims who've come forward, and the satanic symbolisms that seem to surround their world. Let's start with P. Diddy, one of the most iconic figures in the music industry. Over the years, Diddy has faced numerous allegations, but the recent ones have taken things to a whole new level. Reports have surfaced linking him to blackmail, abuse, and even grooming young artists like Justin Bieber and Usher. These aren't just rumors, the victims themselves have hinted at their traumatic experiences, and the evidence is piling up. One of the most striking details is Diddy's neck tattoo of Jean-Michel Basquiat, a gay artist known for his raw and controversial work. While some see it as a homage, others view it as a disturbing clue about Diddy's hidden persona. Adding to the suspicion, Usher and Justin Bieber, two artists who have been closely mentored by Diddy, have both alluded to troubling experiences during their formative years in the industry. Bieber, for example, has referenced struggles with mental health and exploitation, though he hasn't named names. The music industry is not just about the beats and lyrics, it's a visual spectacle. But have you ever noticed the recurring satanic symbols in music videos and performances? Let's talk about Diddy's infamous music video for Victory, where phrases like New World Order and Most Wanted flash across the screen. The video depicts Diddy running from authorities, praying in a church, and ultimately jumping off a rooftop. The timing of its release just after major political events raises eyebrows. And then there's the video of Skrillex and Diplo's Where Are You Now, featuring Justin Bieber. The visuals include phrases like Help Me and I'm Human Yet Not, along with disturbing images of bleeding animals and satanic symbols. Are these merely artistic expressions, or are they clues to a darker truth? Symbols like the inverted cross, pyramids with eyes, and allusions to secret societies like the Illuminati appear repeatedly in their work. Even government buildings, brands, and royalty have been linked to such imagery. Coincidence or intentional? The deeper you dig, the murkier it gets. It is not just Diddy. Jay-Z, another titan of the industry, has also faced allegations. Zagar Wright, a former industry insider, claims that Jay-Z is the thread connecting Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, and Diddy. She describes the music industry as a web of power, manipulation, and control, where rising stars are often trapped in honeypot operations. Jay-Z's own ventures, from his Roc Nation empire to his collaborations with major brands, have been scrutinized for hidden messages. Whether it's the use of Masonic imagery or lyrics alluding to secret dealings, the pattern is hard to ignore. And let's not forget his close ties to Diddy, raising questions about how deep this rabbit hole goes. The glamour and fame associated with celebs often mask a darker underbelly of exploitation and control. P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and their associates are just the tip of the iceberg in an industry that thrives on power dynamics. From every public-facing act of philanthropy or creative genius, there seem to be shadows lurking in the background. Consider the systematic nature of these allegations. It's not just about individuals, it's a culture. The ties between Diddy, Jay-Z, and controversial figures like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein aren't coincidences. These connections suggest a broader network that exploits not only artists, but also the very audience that adores them. This culture of control extends to branding and partnerships. Major brands aligned with these celebs often capitalize on their fame, but at what cost? Symbolism in advertisements, collaborations, and public appearances frequently borrows from secretive or occult themes. From triangles to inverted crosses, these symbols permeate popular culture, conditioning the audience to accept them as normal. Furthermore, the industry's grip is reinforced through contracts and legal frameworks that bind artists to silence. Non-disclosure agreements, punitive clauses, and fear of blacklisting ensure that victims remain trapped. This is not just speculation. Countless artists have spoken about the price of fame and the emotional toll of navigating these waters. It begs the question, how complicit are we as consumers in enabling this system? By idolizing celebs without questioning the mechanisms behind their success, we contribute to a culture that perpetuates secrecy and abuse. Awareness is the first step towards change, and understanding the systematic roots is crucial in dismantling it. Usher and Justin Bieber aren't the only ones entangled in this web of exploitation. The music industry is rife with stories of young talents whose promising careers were overshadowed by the manipulations of their mentors and managers. Take Cassie Ventura for instance. Signed under Diddy's Bad Boy Records, Cassie was often portrayed as his protegee and girlfriend. However, behind the glamorous facade, reports suggest she was a victim of emotional and professional control, stifling her career and personal growth. Her departure from Diddy's circle sparked rumors of a toxic relationship, though Cassie herself has only hinted at the challenges she faced. Then there is the haunting case of Kim Porter, Diddy's longtime partner and the mother of his children. Porter's death in 2018 was attributed to pneumonia, but whispers in the industry suggest something more sinister. Similarly, the prolonged exposure to pink cocaine fumes, a substance reportedly popular in certain elite circles, might have compromised her health over time. The suddenness of her passing left many questioning the true circumstances surrounding her demise. Alia's tragic death in a plane crash also raises questions. The R&B star's life was cut short at the age of only 22 under circumstances that many believe were not accidental. Rumors have circulated that her competitors, including figures like Diddy and Jay-Z, may have orchestrated her demise. While these claims remain unproven, Alia's untimely passing has been referenced in pop culture, including J. Cole's song She Knows, where he hints at devilish plots, even mourning her with the line, "Rest in peace Alia, rest in peace Michael Jackson." The late Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G. are perhaps the most high-profile victims linked to this dark narrative. Both were at the peak of their careers when they were murdered in the late 1990s. Tupac's confrontational style and vocal criticism of industry practices made him a target. Similarly, Biggie's death has been tied to power struggles within the music industry. Speculation has long pointed fingers at Diddy, suggesting he may have played a role in orchestrating hits on both Tupac and Biggie to eliminate competition and solidify his dominance. These cases paint a chilling picture of an industry where power and control often come at the expense of human lives. The victims' voices are often silenced, either by untimely deaths or by the suffocating contracts and NDAs that keep them bound to their tormentors. Each new story that comes to light cracks the facade of glamour that the industry projects, revealing a much darker reality beneath. As more victims muster the courage to speak out, the grip of secrecy begins to loosen, but it's an uphill battle. The forces at play have built an empire of influence with roots extending far beyond the music world. To truly support these victims, it's essential to keep asking questions, demanding accountability, and refusing to be dazzled by the glittering facade of fame. Why is there so much emphasis on symbols and rituals? The tattoo on Diddy's back depicting Azili Danto, a spirit in heightened voodoo associated with femininity and rebellion, is another piece of this intricate puzzle. Some interpret it as a declaration of allegiance to dark forces, while others see it as a cultural nod. But when you combine it with the other symbols in his music and public appearances, it's hard to dismiss the pattern. Azili Danto is often linked to themes of protection and vengeance, which adds another layer of mystery. Could this tattoo be a shield, a warning, or something more sinister? And why does Diddy, with all his wealth and influence, continue to surround himself with such provocative imagery? At its core, this is not just about individuals' actions, it's about a system that enables and perpetuates abuse. From the music industry to Hollywood and even politics, the use of power to exploit and control is a recurring theme. The connections between these industries are undeniable, with figures like Diddy and Jay-Z acting as gatekeepers to a world most of us can only imagine. Brands, governments, and even royalty have been implicated in these networks. Whether it's through philanthropy, business ventures, or secret societies, the lines between entertainment and power are blurred. And as more information comes to light, the question remains, who's really pulling the strings? As we uncover these truths, it's crucial to question the media we consume and the figures we idolize. The allegations against P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and their associates are a wake-up call. They remind us that the glittering facade of fame often hides a much darker reality. So what can we do? Awareness is the first step. Share this video, dig deeper into these stories, and support the victims who have the courage to speak out. The more you shine a light on these shadows, the harder it becomes for them to hide. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you think about these allegations? Have you noticed the symbolism in their work? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered.